Hey, you. That's right. You sitting right there watching this video right now. Guess what? You are missing out on playing the most underrated and my best performing deck from last season, putting up amazing stats like these. Let's see if we can replicate those stats this season. Here's the list. That's right. Today we are playing my all-time favorite deck, 5-color Jodah humans. I've made a video or two about this in the past, but I have not since this new set has released, and we've gotten a few new toys from the new set, namely in Tomik, Wielder of Law, and Delny, Streetwise Lookout. Now, I know what you're saying, Severin. Delny Streetwise Lookout only makes things that are power 2 or less unblockable by big creatures, and Jodah makes all your creatures really big. Well, guess what? Until Jodah comes down, they're actually all pretty small. So, Delny actually can help push your Thalias and your Denics and your other small creatures like your Anim Pakal and all the tokens that she makes, and your Adeline and all the tokens she makes before they get super, super big. And the fact that it triggers things that are power 2 or less also means double Inti triggers. It also means double Helana Elena triggers. It means that the first time you play Anim Pakal, it triggers her twice. So, it's really, really good, and I think that it's been performing pretty well for me thus far. And then Tomik has been an absolute all-star. I didn't think that this card would be so good. We're not playing it for the affinity for Planeswalkers. The affinity for Planeswalkers is neat, and it would, being able to have a 2-mana 2/4 Flying Vigilance is really sweet. But we're not playing any Planeswalkers in this deck. It's a 2/4 Flying Vigilance for 3. And it's so good against opposing aggro decks, because this is, for all intents and purposes, an aggro to mid-range deck. So in the mirror, we definitely are a little slower, but we are also a lot more explosive. And Tomik can really help push those last little bits of damage sometimes. It makes the opponent have to think twice before attacking us with a bunch of stuff. It's a great blocker, and drawing the extra cards can be absolutely critical sometimes, especially because we have a lot of lands in our land base and things like that we can cast at instant speed for very, very cheap amounts of mana, because all of our creatures are legendary, and these get reduced based on the amount of legendary creatures you control. And so, the card's been fantastic. Other than that, the list is pretty much the same as it was before. So we've got 4 new additions. We've got 3 Skrells, 3 Thalias, 3 Inti Seneschal of the Sun, 3 Denic, 2 Jarina, 1 Catilda, 1 Lauren of the Third Path, 3 Adelines, 2 Anim Pakals, 3 Urtai, 1 Mishra, and 3 Helana Elena. Now, choice-wise, this deck is just good against everything. There's a little bit of everything in this deck. Part of the reason that we're only running like 2 or 3 of each card is because if you have a Jodah on the battlefield and that was not enough to win you a game, when you cast something of a larger mana cost, you want to have a decent variety in the mana costs below it, so that Jodah actually can get you something that you don't already have on the battlefield more often than not. Now, Denic and Jarina are fantastic at hosing graveyard decks. Thalia is amazing. Thalia and Urtai are great at protecting us, along with Jarina in some cases, against control decks, and their Jarina can help us against destruction-based removal. Thalia taxes their board wipes. Urtai counters their board wipes, because sometimes we can just go Skrull Thalia, Adeline, or Skrull Thalia, Anim Pakal, and then we just hold up Urtai the rest of the game until they try to board wipe, and that's enough to win the game by itself. Mishra is a fantastic way to get that last little bit of reach if we're in a board stall against another go wide deck and we just can't get over them. We're not drawing our Jodahs. Mishra can just really get us there by going over the top, gaining us a bunch of life, draining the opponent. And a single Lauren of the Third Path. It may be right to play 2 Laurens, honestly, over maybe another Lauren over an Adeline, but I've found that 1 is fine to help deal with enchantments and things like that. And then Inti's just been great because it can give our really big things like Jodah trample, and the deck is just a ton of fun. So let's get into some games so you can see how amazing this deck is. We have found an opponent. Buddha. We go first. This is way too slow, though. This is not better. This is also not better. Freaking wow. Okay. You know what? No. We're gonna run like this. We're gonna mull to 4 and we're gonna play Thalia. Look at that. There's the land. We're gonna play Thalia. Our opponent's playing like the Naya version of this, or green-white or something. Teething Wormlet. All right. We're just gonna ride the Sadeline to victory. Mull to 4. We got this. Thalia Adeline, too good. See what the opponent has on 3. We got a Plaza of Heroes to protect the Sadeline too, if they don't kill it this turn. Opponent's thinking. They're quaking in their boots at our Mull to 4. Invasion of Gobakon. It's a land. It's a land. Nothing. Look at that. We drew a Denic. We're just gonna. We're making our hand as we go. Beautiful. You gotta start blocking, dude. They get smart. No, never mind. They got greedy. What do you got, opponent? I swear, if we if we make this Mull to 4 win, siege veterans, that's gonna become a problem. Come on, tap all your stuff. You know you want to. Ooh. Delny's gonna make it hard for them to block moving forward. Let's see if they actually decide to double block here. It's their only opportunity. And the veteran's because it's a soldier, right? Yeah, so the veteran will still make a 1/1 token. And it'll trigger the Wormlet. It's not ideal for them, but they kind of have to. Alright, so they got rid of our Adeline. Their Wormlet grows. But Delny's going to make it so that we can attack through the Wormlet once it gets bigger. Gala Greeters. Do they have a creature to follow it up? They do not. Overgrown farmland. Yeah, I'm gonna get in there with all these. We'll protect something with Virtue of Loyalty. They make a treasure. Well, they could make a treasure. I might put a counter on it. Nope, they make a treasure. So now they can't block with the Wormlet. I don't think they thought that through. And I'll absolutely just protect the Delny with Plaza. And then Virtue of Loyalty actually becomes a negative for them because they won't be able to block anything once their stuff starts to get big. If they do cast it. Because they can cast it. Every turn's a chance for us to draw more gas. They're down to 1 card plus the Virtue. They play the Virtue. And an Iron Apprentice. The Wormlet's useless here, so they should probably attack with it. I hope they attack with the, they do not. They can flip this invasion all they like. I'm fine with that. Those things Can't block it. Oop, there's the Mishra. So math. The math says we get in like this. They can either they can double block something, and that's about it. And the next turn we win. There's no real good answer here. If they just block both their things die, and we don't care. They're gonna put their counters on something. That was smart. But now they can't block any of our small guys. So unless they drew removal here, which they honestly want to kill Gix, Mishra claimed by Gix, because we can just win by attacking with what we have on the board now. We're at 27, so we're not worried. This was a mull to 4. This was a mull to 4. Iron Apprentice is not going to do it. Oh, gosh. What a way to start. We mull to 4 and still get there. I don't care if this is a jank deck that they're playing. All right. We mull to 4. That's not lethal, right? No. Okay. Everything on tap. We don't care. Oh, wait. No. They're at 7. Oh, that's fine. They can't block. Wait. They can block. So we attack for 4. This is still fine. We drain them for 4. They can only block one thing. They can block Mishra and one small thing, and they still take 3. Oh, I panicked for a moment there because they gained some life from the Gala Greeters, but that's still enough. Multi 4. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's see who our first victim is. Riffy77. Art thou ready to get smashed? By Jodah, we get to go first. This is gorgeous. This is almost a perfect hand. Some kind of red. Maybe human. Let's play Inti. No attacks. We want to protect Mr. Inti. Our Seneschal of the Sun. Riding his big cool dinosaur. Intrepid Paleontologist. Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, you say? Human. Adeline. I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna decline. If they want to block with their paleontologist. Nope, they'll just block the 1/1. It's fine with me. I would trade my NT for their paleontologist. Dinosaur. What is their 4-drop? Nope, no 4-drop. 3-drop. Hammer spell. Ah! Hammer time. My turn. Thalia. We'll play Thalia. We can still cast this Aganjo. Have we played a land this turn? Let's go like this. Discard the Lauren. Counter here. Kill the paleontologist.
Kill the hammer skull. Play land on human. And pass the turn. Another hammer skull. Can we draw land? We cannot. We do not find a land. But I am going to go ahead and make this unblockable by green. And get the Stenic down. I think it was worth it to try to find the land there to play Jodah. Another paleontologist. That's not too scary. There we go. Boom. Jodah. 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 Boom, boom, boom. Say hello to my little friends. When you get to be bigger than the dinosaur deck. They're gonna double block the NT and die. Oh, they don't die. Yeah, I should have just attacked with the 1/1 apparently. I didn't think they were going to double block though. I thought they would just block 2 things. We still got there.
Oh, you're still here. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I've been enjoying playing this deck for you. But you know what would make me super happy? If you hit that like button and that subscribe button, it would make me happy like this.
I'm ready. C8 fair. Let's go. We go first. No 2-drop though. Can I afford that? Man, this is such a good hand if we just had a 2-drop. This is better. Not as exciting, but it's better. What do we put back? Matilda, probably. Get the opponent's on. Opponent is on, taking a long time to decide. There we go. Plaza. Plains for the opponent. Novice Inspector. Boy, am I sick of that opening. Arena. See if they have the demolition. They do not. That's a relief. Playing out of line. Good blocker at least. No attacks. Murex for the opponent. Another Novice Inspector. Case of the Gateway Express. They target Arena, that's fine. Play a Nimba call. Get in there with that line. Another case of the Gateway Express. Fantastic. Just what we needed. And a Kumana faces Kakazan. Gonna flip both their cases. Or solve them, rather. Well, Thale is a good answer to that. Thale blocks just fine here. Sundown Pass. Imodane's Recruiter. I really... I'm not in love with having to walk like this, but we don't have a choice. Plaza, we'll play another Adeline. Get in there for one, just to make more tokens. Opponent flips their Kumano. Land. They draw with their clue. What is it? Is it something scary? See if they swing out. They do not. They draw again. Alana led us pretty good, but I'm almost wondering if we should hang on to Urtai here. They drew 2 cards. Let's play Alana. Get in with a token. Alana gives us another first striking blocker. And gives us the potential for lethal next turn. They don't block the 3/3. So we're not just dead to like an Imodane's Recruiter. War Leader's Call doesn't do it either. Let's think. So if I play Urtai and I kill the Etching, I give the Urtai haste. We attack with Adeline. This is difficult because if we screw this up, they have 2 blockers. They block Adeline and Urtai, and then they take 2, 3, 4, 5. No, they're dead. Okay. Get in like this. Then if they block our 2 biggest things, which is Urtai and Adeline, then they die to the rest. We did it! We beat Boros. Wasn't their most impressive draw, but it was definitely good enough. Victory! Alright, Slav 1. What's up, Slav 1? We get to go first. But we cannot play Skrull right away, which is annoying. I'm going to keep it anyway because we can ramp into Jodah. So, Cavern on human. Restless Vine stock for the opponent. Human. Play Catilda because Catilda allows us to play Skrull next turn, so we can play Inti and Skrull. And then follow that up with Jodah with protection, another Restless Vine stock. Do they have like an Spyglass Iron? Okay. I was gonna say, are they gonna bounce our thing? That wouldn't be nice. Deathcap Blade. So let's play Skrull and Inti. And hopefully we draw land, and then we only have to tap the Catilda to play the Jodah. And that'll be a very, very difficult start for our opponent to deal with. Sentinel of the Nameless City, which we will run right over. We need to draw land though, because we can't tap Spell for mana, unfortunately. He's our honorary human. That's a land. Alright, so let's tap her for green. Play Jodah. Get in there for 6. No discard here. Yep, that's enough. Turn 4 Jodah. Pretty good. All right, who is up next? I can't pronounce your name. But hello anyway. They get to go first. This is a reasonable hand though. Keep. Underground River for the opponent and Otherworldly Gaze. Alright, so we need to find a Denic real fast. Or a Jarina. We got 5 things in the deck that hose this deck. Plaza. That's not one of them. Founding of the Third Path. Interesting. I would think they would have just milled 4 there. Alright. Well, we're gonna have to just race them. We can. We've got a very, very strong hand. There's an Atraxa in the yard. Now they have 6 permanent? No. 2 of those are Otherworldly Gazes. They virtue are empty. That is unfortunate. So in that case, I'm going to play a Ganjo. I'm going to play Denly in the hopes that they don't have removal for Denly. Okay. They don't have a removal spell to cast with that, so... Are we getting attracted? Nope, Otherworldly Gaze. Okay. Have they milled? Let's see if they mill one here. Man, we just need a Denly. Or not a Denly. Denic. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. They don't have a 4th land, a 3rd. If I play Thalia, they can't. So they can play Virtue. If we play this, this is going to have 4 toughness. So they can kill the Delny, but now we don't care. They play Whale. They can return something to our hand, make us discard, and look at the top 3. They return the Anim Bakal. We'll discard one of these Halana Elena. They're not reanimating anything this turn though. There's a Squirming Emergence in their yard. That means they probably just got one, which is a pain. But they don't have the land yet, so Thalia stops them if they don't draw land. We still get double Anim Bakal triggers. And even if they do have land and then reanimate Atraxa, they can't block any of our little tokens with it. That's not going to be good enough. Delny putting in work, man. What? Yeah. Okay, let's not be silly and play Jodah and ruin it. Who cares about Atraxa? Get out of here. Ain't no room for Atraxa on the streets. All right. Getting pretty close to numbered mythic here. 1687. Doom. Is it going to be our Doom? Oh, I go first, but this is slow. This is much better. I think we put back Jodah here, as much as I don't want to put him back. No guarantee we're casting him anytime soon. On a red. Alright, well, let's get Thalia down first. Force them to deal with Thalia before they do anything else. Charming Scoundrel. Play Dennick. Then with Thalia. See if they have a lightning strike. Yep. That's okay, we have another Dennick. Deathcap Blade. Let's play another Dennick. Get in there, and then we've got an Atraxa up. In case any nonsense shenanigans go down. Well, we'll block. See if they want a monstrous rage. Yeah. Let's Atraxa this. If they want to replay it, that is fine by us. Okay, I could really use not drawing more lands. That would be great. Let's play Dennick from the yard. Get in there. Anytime we draw a Jodah, it is just GG's. So I'm just hoping to draw. We put one on the bottom, so it doesn't feel great, but one has a lot of mana to work with, but we're at a healthy life total. There's Godric. Do they have another creature to go with it? I'm tempted to try to kill the Godric, but they probably have. There was no stick there, though. Okay, Urtai. You know, I'm just going to hold the Urtai up. Holding Urtai up should win us this game. All right, let's see what they got. We're at 16, so we're not in any danger of dying. Not with an Urtai. What do you got, opponent? Sokenzan, Crucible Defiance. That does trigger their Godric, which is fine. Squee. That's not gonna do it. They just... Alright, well, let's destroy the Godric then. So they don't have anything to block our Thalia with. Human, let's draw a card. See if we can find anything to help us out here. Nope. Play Denley. No need to attack with Urtai. We'll kill the Scoundrel. Put him to 2. We're still at 18. 17, sorry. Get a clue. So close! With spear. Tokens in again. And we did it! Numbered mythic, come on, is it? Yeah, 17, literally the very, very tip of numbered mythic, but we did it. All right, and we're back for the post-game wrap. So, 57%. Now, that's over the course. I've been playing this deck a lot over the past couple of weeks. In this little window here, which is the time I played today, we were 63%, so pretty solid. And this is also the most competitive time of the season because it's the last couple of days, so everybody is trying really hard to get up to the number mythic to get the qualifications. So I picked this time to try to make sure I was playing against as many competitive decks as I could, which means I ran into a ton of mono red and Boros, as you can imagine. Now, we've got a pretty respectable 50% win rate against mono red, nothing to write home about, but good enough. But you see here, 61% against Boros. So that's pretty solid. And I just love this deck because even if it's not the most competitive thing in the universe, which in my opinion, 57%, over 145 games, not bad at all. And last season I played over 300 games with the deck and ended on a 61% win rate. The new additions from Karlov Manor were amazing. Tomik and Delny absolutely outperformed all the time. Delny constantly getting us able to attack through large blockers in situations where we could never do before. Tomik, Wielder of Law, there were so many people so confused about this card, and I had so many opponents just not attacking in situations where it might have been favorable for them to attack because they were just scared of triggering this. So the card was fantastic. The fact that it attacks and blocks and potentially domes the opponent for 3 and draws us a card, super awesome. This deck, it's very expensive to craft. So if you don't have a ton of wild cards and you don't have a lot of these, it's going to be a little difficult. A lot of these cards can be flexible. You don't need to necessarily follow this list perfectly. A lot of the numbers of the creatures can be finagled around with, but it's so great. This deck is the most fun deck that I play. Every time I am getting frustrated on ladder and I just want to win and have fun, this is what I pick up. I really can't say enough good stuff about this deck. A lot of people look at it and they're like, it's all creatures, but our creatures all do the work of a lot of non-creature stuff that you'd have in your other decks. And I've never felt like this deck was not good. And you can see here, look, positive win rates against everything almost. Mono red, Boros, the black-white life gain deck, control, the stomp blue-white control, mono-white humans. Enchantments is our only real weakness, and then mono black. That's it. Everything else, green. So just, it's really good. Try it. It's so fun. I promise you that you will not have more fun than you will playing this deck. With that, it's been a pleasure playing for you. I hope that you enjoyed watching me play this deck. I really hope that you give it a try. This is one of those decks that I will keep advocating for until it catches on. And I will see you in the next one.